It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now Carter to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down late.
10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second and 4. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
His game last week reminded me of the old.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 77 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Man coverage is
down. Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
Next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing spell.
Draw play, Carter.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
On second down, a run with Carter.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Brock.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Midway point of this first quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Brock. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down.
A bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because,
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Washington kick team back out there now as they will sim this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And
on first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. That's
12. It's 1st and 10.
After 1-7. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now back to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchdown. On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it. And he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Harris slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings have moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Carter straight ahead.
Gets around him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So now they're going to send it right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers.
Okay, ready?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Bronco switch.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brock. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it in on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Check.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Hey, reload.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Get it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
You have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead
Here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 9 now. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide.
Them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 2nd and 1. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brock.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Back to throw.
He finds Douglas complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down inside the 10.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A huge play with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Carter sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense, and that quarterback's in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
They'll run with Carter.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard with the urge to go for it.
Out there, punter.
As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? and that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The drive starts with a completion, left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now back to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Carter.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Another tote for Carter.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things at 17 all. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
Hands it off out of the gun to about the 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Vikings first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. He finds his man, complete. That's Brock.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Here's a first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. But the medical staff is going to short break.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Washington on 3rd down.
Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. But an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 36. They'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket.
They'll set up a throw.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch. It's still an effective gain nonetheless.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route, and that's what he just did.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And he lacks 2.
Back to throw again.
He'll check this one down to Carter.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Washington!
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
2nd and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him.
Could lay back and let him have it easily.
And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
Passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Washington going to send out their punter
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Room here to run.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will push the lead up to 5. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too.
Come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And Dotson, he's got it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 41-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to